Hi, it's Viv again, and before we start I'd just like to say that you're probably here because you're unhappy or lacking in confidence. So I'd just like to say congratulations on managing to do that, because I know that you're here to make some big changes in your life, and the only thing I need you to do so that we can start making those changes is for you to continue doing the behaviour that keeps you unhappy or unconfident. Perhaps you're depressed or sad, have low feelings of self-worth, are unsure of what you're doing in life, ashamed, angry, upset. And whatever it is that keeps you doing that, just keep doing all those behaviours until we've found new ways and tested those ways of creating the positive intention of your current behaviours and satisfying that higher intention. So let me explain. For those of you who've come across this idea before, this will be perhaps a slightly different take on how you might do this. For those of you who are new to this idea, I hope it will broaden your horizons and allow you to see your problem differently. I wonder if you know, but your unconscious mind's first priority is to keep you safe. And so that all your behaviours, all the things you do and say in everyday life, even if they seem like something that you don't want that causes you harm, in fact, they're satisfying a positive intention to keep you safe. So if you have anxiety, there would be a positive intention above that it's satisfying. If you're doing destructive behaviour that maybe you label as unconfident, perhaps it's to protect you from meeting new people, because there's been times in your life when you have, and there were bad consequences. So all your current behaviour is in fact there to satisfy some need in you. So what I'd like you to do now, and if you need to you can stop this video, pause this video and come back to it, is I'd like you to think about the current issue you're exploring at the moment. Perhaps that's some sadness, unhappiness, lack of confidence, whatever that is for you, the most important thing right now. And I'd like you in a moment to take a pen and paper and pause this video and write down the answer to this question. If there was a positive intention behind your behaviour, even though you don't like the result of your behaviour, if there was a positive intention behind it, what would that be? And if you don't know what the answer, just say to yourself, even though I don't know what this answer is, if I were to know, what would the positive behaviour be behind this behaviour now? The positive intention, rather. So do that now. Okay, so if you're still watching this, hopefully you've done that now. You've taken a few moments to really consider this point. And if this is the first time you've heard of this, maybe you're feeling different states or emotions now. Perhaps you're confused, a little bit upset, a little bit angry, and that's okay. And again, these are all things to protect you. After all, you've been doing this behaviour for perhaps a very long time. Is it really time to give that up now? Because it's very easy to do behaviour we're comfortable with, and it's a bit unusual to try new behaviour that you've never done before. But that's what I'm going to ask you to do today, because here's the thing, there's no other day like today. There's only one of it. It gets marked out with that specific date on the calendar, and you'll never have this day again. So why not use today to really look after yourself and satisfy your unconscious's desire to remain safe by thinking of all the new ways that you can look after yourself. So here's the next part of your exercise. Now you have the positive intention behind your current behaviour that's not serving you so well. I want you to list all the ways that you can serve that intention, including the ones you currently do. So perhaps if you drink to relax, write down drinking, as well as perhaps breathing, yoga, going for a walk, whatever it is for you. Make a list of all the things that you can satisfy that same intention. So if you're not very happy at the moment and you use food to create that comfort, write that down. Write down food can get this result to give me comfort. And then list all the other ways that you can get that comfort too. And really think, there's 5, 10, as many as you possibly can. So again, pause this video and do that now. Okay, so if you're still with me, then you'll have done that last task and you'll have listed all these ways that you can satisfy this positive intention for yourself. Now normally when I'm in a one-to-one situation with clients, we would start to look at the possibilities behind doing each of these behaviours and show you how to install new ways of doing these things. And we're not going to do that here today, but what I am going to do is leave you with the idea that you might now move forward and create new behaviours for yourself. And I don't know if your unconscious mind already knows all the new ways that you can start thinking about your positive intention, and select one or several or the most appropriate behaviours for you now and in the future that you can use to satisfy your positive intentions and leave behind that old behaviour that you used to do that's no longer serving you, is it? So feel free to drop me comments or drop me your emails, and I'll see you soon on the next video. Thank you. Hi, it's Viv again, and before we start I'd just like to say that you're probably here